For Liverpool, then, was that maybe their best performance of the season against Aston Villa? And for you, is it a case for Arne Slot, who's just back to basics? Let's kind of use as many title winners as we can, where we can, and just put forward our tried and tested players?
Yeah, I think that was something I mentioned a few weeks ago, to try and almost go back to sort of last season and just add a couple of the signings in there. So I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Obviously, Ekitike played. I don't think there was too many more really in the team in terms of signing wise, and that's not so much a criticism of the players who've come in, but maybe you could look at the manager and say, maybe has he put them all in too much at the start all together as well? And you go back to sort of Jurgen Klopp's time, a lot of the players there, I think of Andy Robertson. So we're talking about Carragher. I'm finding it tough initially at Liverpool. Andy Robertson didn't really play for the first 2 or 3 months at all. He got, bled in a little bit, as I say, gradually. Fabinho was the same as well in central midfield position. So maybe a lot of it has come maybe a little bit too early for all of the players who have signed for the club, and maybe they could have been bled in a little bit later, and maybe that's what he's going to do now over these coming months.
What do you think happens when Isak's back fit then?
Ekitike has to play now. I could totally understand it's not easy, and this was always my reservation about buying 2 strikers for that much money. We both play in the same position. It's very difficult to see a Liverpool team, or any team really, get 2 strikers on the pitch, unless maybe you're playing 3 at the back. It's not easy to do that. And so I understand him trying to get Isak in the team, even though Ekitike was doing well, because he's a great player. He's got to get him fit, and he's also played a lot of money for him. And my mind boggles going forward how this is going to work. But right now, Ekitike's got the shirt, he's playing really well, and it'll probably do Isak a little bit of good if he's not so much out the team, but maybe builds his fitness up more in training than rather than in the games right now, because obviously a lot of fingers are getting pointed at him, and it means Ekitike's got to be on the bench, which is not right at the moment.
And I guess it helps to come back into a team that's winning as well, right? And in good form.
But where does he come back in?
Yeah.
I knew this would happen. I knew this
I know.
At the start
Well,
of the
you're going to
season.
talk about that later, I'm sure. A huge game in the Champions League tomorrow. Liverpool up against Real Madrid. Of course, all the talk in the build-up has been about Trent returning to Anfield. And what have you made of his start to life at Real Madrid? Because I think he started just a couple of league games.
Well, he's found it tough just through injury, really. And you've got to remember who, not so much the guy he's replacing, he was coming up and going to compete for a position, up alongside, a legend, Carragher for Real Madrid, won numerous Champions Leagues. I think he scored in the Champions League final a couple of years ago as well. So he's a special player, special character, but he's just got an injury as well, which will help Trent in terms of getting games. But I think they've been using Valverde at right back a little bit like the way Liverpool using Szoboszlai at right back at times this season. But so Trent will eventually get his head at right back now with the injury to Carragher. But I'm not sure it will be at Anfield. I think he'll be on the bench.
OK. You looking forward to it, though?
I am. It's a great game. Real Madrid came last year.
Yeah.
Liverpool had a great result. They'll want the same again. Xabi Alonso came last year with a different team by Leverkusen. Liverpool got a great result again. Seems so long ago, doesn't it? These great results for Liverpool. So hopefully Real Madrid and Xabi Alonso get the same treatment.